Sanjay Jha, you tell us. You were suspended. Kapil Sibal has now not only left the party, but also got a Rajya Sabha nomination courtesy the Samajwadi Party. Is the message very clear? If you challenge the leadership of the Gandhis in any form in the Congress today, you have no place in the party. The G23 and the voices of rebellion are now over, finished.
Well, Rajdeep, I cannot deny that Mr. Sibal was the linchpin who basically tried to get people together to demand organizational reforms and some very drastic and dramatic changes that he felt that the Congress Party needed. And all of us, I think, agreed with that stance. I have been equally publicly vocal about it. As far as Mr. Sibal's departure today is concerned, I think it's a loss of a very formidable asset for the Congress. You have already interviewed him. I heard the interview. And I think Mr. Sibal, in my experience with him, has ideological commitment to the Congress's values of liberalism and secularism and an inclusive democracy. The message for the Congress actually, Rajdeep, is pretty unambiguous actually. Losing elections is bad, but losing good people is worse. And I do believe that the Congress leadership needs to stem this decline. These leakages cannot be, an uninterrupted outflow going on from the party. And I get disappointed when I hear people come on TV screens and say, it's okay, so what? Some people come, some people go. Because the truth, Rajdeep, is that ultimately political organizations are not some abstract, kind of terminology. They are actually made by the people who run them.
But the flip side, Sanjay Jha, would be that you can't be in a political party, target the leadership day in and day out in public fora, and then expect eventually the party to reward you. So either you go full-fledged with the rebellion and split the Congress Party, or you stay within and accept where you stand. I mean, in the past, in the 60s and 70s, when leaders had problems with Indira Gandhi, for example, if Indira Gandhi had a problem with the established leadership, they split the party. Now you can't even split the party. All you can do is look outside for a Rajya Sabha seat.
Well, Rajdeep, let me tell you from my own personal experience with the Congress. I think the Congress Party ought to have been distinctly different, uniquely different from the other political parties. I mean, it has got a phenomenal history. I mean, you have had people like Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Nehru. I don't need to add more to that. For the party today to not be able to encourage what I call as a constructive feedback, or let's enlarge that to even, let's say, strong criticism. If you can't stomach that, you, frankly speaking, are missing the plot. And that's exactly what's happening to the Congress. I would have said, actually, why
can't you do it in internal fora? Which political party allows you in India to do it publicly? This is not the Westminster democracy of Britain. In India, you've got to do it behind closed doors.
A valid point, Rajdeep. This is the point I'm making, that the Congress leadership should actually surround itself with people who tell you what are the home truths, what are the ground realities. You need to have people around you who tell you what is the bad news first, which is why this whole culture of, what you call as chamchagiri or chapulsi has come into the Congress, because people aren't speaking truth to power. And that's one of the reasons why the Congress has declined. I do believe G23 has definitely dwindled, if not itself completely come to a full stop.